Old enough to know better, young enough not to give a
Whatever, nigga.
All right,
My hat after this. You can wear it for sure.
Oh shit! All right, Jason just told me we were ready. Is that true?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Des, how you
sir.
feel?
Good.
We ready, right? Just Lincoln,
He want to.
bro. You know I gotta ask, bro.
Bro, you can't be the one to ask. You late every time, nigga. I'm here early. I've never been early to anything in my life, nigga. I was late to my son's birth, nigga. No, I was on time. But come on, my nigga. You know I'm ready. I've been here. I'm in this hoe. It's me. It's me.
But
I never heard somebody so excited to announce themselves. Like, why Jay get so excited? It's me.
bro. So
All right, come on.
I'm gonna take it as you ready.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I don't know why you brought up my personal business.
What'd I say?
I'm me being tardy. They think I'm.
I tell them that every show.
They think I'm the punctual one. They think
Nah,
that I
nigga.
keep everybody.
Ain't no way.
I tell them every show that you're late. They know that you're not the punctual one.
But I haven't. Well, this is like a new thing. Don't make it seem like I'm
I'm
late.
talking about today. I ain't talking about no other.
Nah, I was late before, but like,
I wasn't gonna put you out there like
You
that.
know-
See, you bringing up that shit.
but I'm accountable.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
accountable.
I feel you.
I realized I was late
I feel you.
for circumstances that were, unbeknownst to me and uncontrollable.
You can't control them. I tell
You
you how.
can't.
I've been telling you.
I can't control them. You would be right, my friend. We missed a week last week.
Yeah.
How did that felt a little odd. So I feel like we got to come up with the fire for the folk that hit me. Did anybody hit y'all and ask y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because if nobody hit y'all, that would make me worry.
No, we
People
gotta
was
feed the
asking me for
streets,
like
bro.
Google Music subscriptions and shit.
You talking about because Spotify was down?
Yeah, there's like you got some more Google Music subscriptions. I was like, yeah. So I sent the text out, and then they was like, oh, I ain't get it. And so I just was like, fuck it. Like,
Bro, I don't know why Spotify went down. Then they hit me back like, hey, we appreciate y'all riding with us.
Yeah, like no,
We
don't
grateful.
I mean,
Can
what
you
kind
put
of
us on the front
compensation
page?
could they really give us?
Yeah, that's what we should.
Yeah. Hey,
Put us
yeah.
on the front. And then look, when I contacted our host site, who I'm not gonna blast, they was like, "Oh, well, put it in the MP3 format." And they was like, put it on me because they didn't really know what the fuck was going on. Spotify was like, "Oh, that was on us."
Yeah,
But our host site was like, "Oh yeah," they was like bullshitting. It was like, "Yeah, upload an MP3, and you won't have this problem again."
so you saying we should just fuck with the plug?
Man, no, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, man. I heard
Spotify's
Spotify.
getting it popping too.
I heard they cutting checks.
Yeah.
They cutting checks, and so we need to do our due diligence. Maybe we can, we can sit at the table and we discuss some big dollars.
You know what I'm saying? No little bills.
Cause we doing
little
our
bills.
numbers, we putting our numbers on the board. The stats look good. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm telling them.
We
Million
we
out
get-
the gate.
At least a slight,
You know what I'm saying?
slight man.
It's a little
Hey,
bit.
so fuck. I know the lyric.
yo,
I have the song. I just don't know how I want to break it up because the verse because normally I give like a lyric out of the verse, but the hook is what like drew me in, and it was like it's unorthodox. When I first heard, where do y'all remember the first time you heard "Cut You Off"? When it was like you boo boo, you T,
oh yeah, I remember the first.
you turn down.
Yeah, I remember.
Wasn't it like you know what song I'm talking about?
Hell no.
You don't know the
Overly dedicated?
You don't know this
OD,
Kendrick
bro.
Lamar song?
You didn't hear overly dedicated?
My nigga, I'm not. Y'all niggas are the musical, lyrical, miracle ass niggas, bro.
man,
what I'm
come
saying is that like
on.
if you play the song, I'll probably know it.
I don't think
But
that.
I'm not a
was
good like.
super
I'm not a
lyrical.
good like. Hey, you know this exact title. You know this exact line.
I'm not a line person, but
My nigga, you the music master.
But
nigga.
I don't know bars. I don't know bars. I cannot spit
Lord,
bars
no.
like that. See,
Okay.
I know songs and albums.
When
but
I
don't
when
know
I I'm
bars.
telling you when I knew what the topic was, I knew it was gonna be a totally different song. That's a different song came to my mind.
What song came to your
you
mind?
talking about?
Is it what K Camp?
K Camp. I know not one K Camp song.
Nah, son, that's not
Y'all know what song I'm talking about?
No.
No, nigga.
I
don't know
think I
any
do.
It
K-Camp
ain't nothing.
song.
Cut that bitch, y'all.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah, I know that song.
that's not probably not even K Camp, bro.
I think
It
that's
is
called
K-
Cut It.
It-
No, I think that's
You talking about
OT
OT
Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah,
You ain't talking about no.
That's not
That's
OT Genesis.
That's a different
OT
song.
Genesis
You're talking
cut it.
about OT Genesis. Cut it, but he's talking about a different
He's
song.
talking about K Camp. K Camp ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. I know that.
I don't know.
Oh, bro. See, that's a whole nother. You may be onto something because I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I heard a K Camp before. But as far as like his mute, I can't give you. But I can give you some Kendrick Lamar off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And other high level lyricists.
K Camp is a lyricist at times. He just
It ain't nothing. It ain't none. He probably spelled none.
Give me a breakdown.
Hold on. It ain't.
Self-explanatory.
There isn't, sir.
Okay.
There might not be.
I'm sorry that the nigga from the South guy.
Come on, bro. There ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to cut a bitch
There
off.
ain't nothing to cut that bitch off.
Yeah, you gotta say it with the
ain't-
melody, bro.
It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off.
See?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Damn, that got a little ring to it.
It's not for the radio.
Hey, why this nigga look up this lyric? Do y'all consider Houston the South? Like y'all consider Texas the South?
Yes.
What kind of question is that? Do you not consider us the South?
Nah, y'all niggas not the South.
Why?
Bro, we not.
I want to hear this.
Y'all like Midwest South.
Ain't none of that.
No.
This
Like
is the South.
It's just a big fuck. It's just a big fucking state. We're in the dead. Like we're in the South. We're in
But y'all don't have true Southern
We're
Southern
in the
things.
southernmost point of the U.S.
We don't have Southern what?
Y'all don't have like true Southern shit.
A nigga just rode by on a horse when I got here.
No,
He rode by on a horse.
That's Western.
Okay.
Well, people in the West not doing that shit. You don't see no horses in California.
New Mexico. Arizona.
Come on, bro. That's on the south of the map.
I'm just telling y'all, like, I remember when I first moved here, I was like, man, where can I get some good shrimp and grits? And people didn't even know what that meal was.
Nigga, there's a couple places you can get that.
You shouldn't even ask me.
What was
Exactly, you
the
asked the wrong
pigment
people.
of the people that you had?
How much
wrong
melanin was in their skin?
Just like us, man.
I'm kind of like
Where were they working?
that. Could have been Indian.
We
That
look at
could
the
be
gym.
anybody.
Nah, you was
What
working the
gym
gym
You were
with
in
champions.
the gym asking for shrimp. You don't ask for shrimp and grits in the gym.
That's true.
That's why nobody knew. All them, they know all the vegans. They'll tell you,
They
hey,
not eating
Loving
no
Hut is down
grits.
the.
We were working at the gym.
Ain't nobody work at the
They
gym
still-
eating grits.
No.
Come on,
Like,
bro.
hey.
They end up drinking protein shakes all day.
Nah. They were.
Yes.
They,
All right. For the sake of the people, I have to cut you short because Dej, you sound a little silly.
The South. Nigga,
We
we
the
are the
South, bro.
South. We are the South.
Y'all not the South.
What's
bro.
more southern than Pimp C?
Bro, y'all got one person,
This
bro.
nigga say
One group.
one.
Okay, y'all got 2, 3.
There's-
Okay. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about like just like atmosphere and like people. Y'all are not the South.
No, but see the thing, all right, Houston itself as a city is a melting pot. So we got so much other culture that is outside of just
So is
traditional Southern.
Is Atlanta
It has
South?
nothing. No, only comparable city would probably like Chicago and New York as far as the diversity.
You don't think it's a lot of motherfuckers that live in Atlanta?
Not as diverse.
They black. There's a lot of black.
more
So,
niggas.
okay, so
No, not
A lot of them. I mean, a lot of them.
There's a lot of Hispanics here. There's a lot of Asians here. The whites are here. It's America.
Please don't refer to them as the whites. I have white friends.
I do too.
I don't want to
I love
offend
white
them.
people.
Jesus. We don't call them the whites. If they call us the blacks, I'll be like, yo.
They do.
they kind of
I'm
do.
going to my face.
That's like
I
one
know
of the
they
least
said.
racist things they can say at this moment is the blacks.
I mean, but they not going to say it because they know it's still offensive. And we let them say that.
They just don't. We
They'll
just don't
use it
hear
as
the,
nigga.
the audio.
You find the lyric yet?
I've been finding a lick. I just don't know which one to get.
Just
So
do
I
the
don't know
hook.
if I want to come in with the hook and go, you boo boo, you
Just do the
T,
hook. Just do the hook.
you turned down, you thirsty. This don't ring a bell?
Nah, my nigga.
Bro.
Trying to learn something new.
I'm trying to surround myself with people that inspire me, or at least inquire similar desires to do what a TAKE to reach the TOP. I'm talking ideals, motivation, it's motor making, enemies, my
Enemies,
nigga.
my nigga.
You don't know this?
Oh, that's not your memo? Mo?
Why you trying to
sorry,
flex it?
sorry,
Why you
fans.
not
This-
connected like centipedes?
Sorry,
not
my
with,
listeners.
nigga?
No, this
I
not hitting for
function
me.
with you and you flaunt your pistol? You don't know this? Don't. All right, we need to get this boy.
You know ignorance is bliss?
Bro.
we
Yes
need
or
to,
no? Is that
we
no?
just need to go and get him a laminated copy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
of
you a
the
mixtape.
the Kendrick Lamar.
Nah, I'm
challenge.
making every
I'm
Kendrick, Wale. I'm putting
Okay,
everybody.
bro, you know
in.
I know Wale.
Bro, you got
Like,
if you
come
have
on
Apple
now.
Music,
Come
I'm
on.
about to
I
send
grew
you
up
just
in the
album.
DMV, bro. You know I know Wale. Wale used to come to my homecoming.
That's not really DMV.
All right, we gotta forgive him for now.
We got the South, nigga.
I like that. It's not the DMV, bro. What are you talking about, dude?
Fuck out of here.
Y'all niggas not the north.
That's the north.
y'all niggas not the south, bro.
Y'all the Northeast, nigga.
Actually, technically, it's Mid-Atlantic, but
Whatever, nigga.
All right,
You know the Atlantic Ocean was over
as for
there.
today,
Hurt my hand.
when was the last time, do you gentlemen recall you having to cut somebody off?
My online girlfriend?
You was getting catfished?
Nah, I wasn't getting catfish.
This nigga was getting catfished. That nigga definitely was getting.
niggas sign up for the show
Nah,
and everything.
Hey man, they Snapchat popping now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing. I don't have it on my girlfriend.
So when was the last? Answer the question. Since you want to talk about getting catfished.
Man, I don't know, bro. I've had the same group of friends. I wouldn't say group. It's like 4 or 5 y'all, and I never really. I guess it would probably be like, okay, I guess college.
Okay.
It would be college. I had an apartment. Me and a friend, we had an apartment together. He was like in the National Guard or some shit, and he left and came back or something. I forgot what happened. They ended up. It was me, him, and another guy who he got accepted into the school like later on that year or something. So he didn't have a place to stay. So I was pretty much paying for both of them to live, and it just fucked me up.
That's not funny, but
I mean, it's
Nigga
like
was
this,
supporting.
because I was paying the rent, bro. We in college, so we was
tricking
smoking.
off
I was
on
buying
them,
all the weed.
he made them niggas sound like Make-A-Wish kids.
Because this is how I felt at the moment. It was like, yo, I'm paying everything, bro. I'm buying food. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And then niggas just left, and I had to pay
He
everything.
was a sugar daddy. I'll be upset.
These are my friends, male friends. The only two other men that I like would be friends with at that time.
I don't know if you heard it, but I'm pretty sure they did. As well as the listeners, there was pain in your voice.
Was it?
I heard
Did my voice break a little bit?
No, I know you ain't lying.
Nah, it's the change of weather. I came from Dallas. You don't know it's humid out here.
No, I'm just saying.
Nah.
I follow you, bro.
But no, it was just like, I'm not one to do something for somebody just to say I did it. Like, I'll try to help people whenever if I can, I'll help you. So when I see that if I'm in a time of need and you can't do the same for me, it's like, yo, I can't fuck with you. I just can't. And
I just want to know, I want you to elaborate. I want to dig a little deeper if possible. I'll just reiterate what I got from it and see if I'm missing any nuance, any content. All right, so you held niggas down,
like I do all my niggas.
and when it was time to, I won't say necessarily time to reciprocate, but when you was in need, nobody was there to be found.
Correct.
You made a very parallel point to what I wanted to make. For me, in my situation, I've had the same core group of friends since fucking forever. And I mean, you are one of them, but I think out of default by the level of conversations that we have, I feel like it's only bound that, you know, the relationship I got with Dez and with Jason is going to manifest itself to that, just because we connect on a different frequency often, that you really don't do that with just casual people.
In a barbershop or just, you know
or you know what I'm saying, or you graduate outside of like a coworker by having the type of conversations that we tend to have. We can look at each other as coworkers, but then it graduates to something bigger than that. I say all that to say, last time I had to cut somebody off, bro, or been in a position to wonder if I needed to or not, it was family. It wasn't preach. It wasn't my friends, and I have to question myself because people. I've said this before about myself, where I'm always blaming myself for situations I can't control at all. So it's like, damn, did I put them or have an expectation of them that they didn't ask for? Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't tell me they were trustworthy. They didn't tell me they were dependable. I just was hoping that they were.
I think we do that a lot. Well, I say we when I say me and you, but I think people do that a lot in general. Just assuming that people think and feel the same way that you do, or they would do the same thing you would do in a certain situation. You can't expect yourself from somebody else. People are gonna do what they're gonna do, and they show you what they're gonna do way before they do it. It's a lot of red flags that people just ignore in relationships, friendships, with family. And I got two situations that I came in today and I wanted to discuss. One of them, well, both of them actually, I don't feel like. Oh, excuse me. Before this airs, I'm probably gonna have to reach out to at least one of them because I don't think it's fair for me to not address the situation. Who you finna bash, nigga?
Huh? I'm not finna bash nobody.
Okay.
But it's a situation to where like you forgive somebody, like they fucked up, they know they fucked up, but you just kind of forgive them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then it's like you never talk about it. You just accept that person for what they are and how they get down. It's like me and I want to use Jason for an example. We can spend 100 nights in the studio, back to back to back to back to back, and we develop a real bond. But our relationship is in the studio. So when we experience each other, our relationship outside of that, naturally we will be exposing ourselves to an element of each other we've never seen. And so for me to hold Jason to that standard that we met on across the board is, I want to say it's not unfair, but you would have to be mindful of that when you see a different side of somebody you've never seen. This first example, first person, love him to death. This is my guy. And we think like I wear a size 10.5, he wears a size 9, but we would buy our shoes in a size 10. So we could split them hoes when we were kids. We would do that shit. That's how close we were. But we still walk. I was with this group of people, he was with that group of people. So naturally, there's certain instances and situations we just did not. I would talk to you about it. Like, there's not too many situations that we haven't been in. Yeah. Because we were in that same walk of life type-ish. But I have relationships with people like us, we all do, that doesn't necessarily have that same, you're not in that same realm with them all the time. Mm-hmm. So, for the most part, females, we never had any interaction when it came to females. I don't know how he acted around women. He never knew how I acted around women. And so, the first time I ever seen this person interact with a female, and I was friends with her as well. And I knew her first. And, you know, niggas like the Dirty Mac. No, but in order to Dirty Mac, the goal is to downplay one nigga to make yourself look better. Yeah. But I wasn't a threat. But I guess me being who I am, he I think he would shit on me to her to make himself look good.
That's very common.
Why would he, like, and so I'm at a crossroad to like, why are you shitting on me? I'm your nigga. I'll kill somebody for you, but you feel like it's necessary.
You're like, nah, I'll kill you for her.
For a female, bro.
You got it twisted,
it's like,
nigga.
why would you do this to your mans?
For a female.
For a female, or like, do you not know how to operate outside of, like,
I think that's what it is.
I'm not a threat, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what it is. I think men get away with as much as women let us get away with.
That nigga ain't
so
funny.
If he did that to you, he's done that before and it worked. And that's all it is. If women was like, yo, you niggas gotta brush our teeth 10 times a day to get some pussy. And every woman was like, so we stand on that, like niggas would be shining
you look like
out
you
here.
did an 8, man.
You get out of here.
And like, man, as much as people don't want to like admit it, people know deep down inside who they feel like is a threat or not. So you might not you might not felt like he was a threat, right? But in his eyes, he knows, okay, she's an attractive girl if she was or whatnot, right? All right. You might really be, he might feel like, man, he that nigga, bro. She gonna spot that he that nigga, and instead of coming to me, she gonna want to talk to him. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna downplay how much of that nigga he is.
I don't want to say that was the situation, but I feel like that's what it was.
That's what it's.
And that shit hurt me. It hurt me like a lot. It came to a point to where there was a situation that happened, and the nigga was like, "Fuck, I don't want to give it too much away."
He took your bitch, bro?
No, absolutely not. And that's the thing. Like I had my situation.
Yeah.
He knows my family, my nigga. Like I'm not doing any interest in that person
talk that
whatsoever.
Shit, King. Talk that shit.
He knows I not a threat.
Yeah.
Yet and still, every time he would say something crazy or negative to me, she would repeat it in conversation casually.
Damn.
And so
wait, with y'all both?
No. She'd be like, something said, and then it'll come out. And she don't know I'm keeping score. So it's not.
She know.
No, she don't know,
knew, bro.
She doesn't know. She just think that everything is. I don't think she know that she's a target right now. She think that we all just friends.
I think we underestimate women. I think she knew exactly what she was doing.
So
for some dude to say something negative to her, and then her to casually say it in a, come on. He says your mom's a bitch.
I don't know. I mean, there could be some validity to it, but
I'm just 100% validity to that, bro.
You think so?
Bro, yes, bro, because
women are way smarter than they.
So I don't understand why
women are calculated, right? Yeah. And at the same time, from what I've experienced, women love to feel like pursued and to feel that like that you got two people, quote unquote, fighting over you.
So she thought I was finna get in the mudslinging contest over?
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. Hey, I'm saying she knew what she was doing by repeating that shit to you.
Yeah.
I don't think it was like, I don't think anything
because if it's not a real issue, right? If it's just some bullshit, you're not gonna bring it up. Right? Why would you bring up, right? Why would you bring up somebody talking shit about somebody else to that person if you if you bring it up to, hey, I'm loyal to you, so I'm gonna tell you. Mm. I want a reaction out of you, so I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. Like if I just said something about him, right? You gonna tell him because we all cool and you like, hey, you need to tell him. Yeah. You're not gonna just be like, yeah, yo, he just said you was a bitch, bro. Like, so yeah, what we going to eat for lunch? Like, you're not going to do that. Like, you telling them for a reason. Sure.
Yeah, I don't.
That's not a casual.
I want to know what she said. She was just like, he said you had chlamydia last week.
But the thing is, the issues that were being brought up were like little subtle jabs. It was only one that really pissed me off. When it was one that was said that I wasn't creative, and I'm like. I'm not what?
Of all the shit to say.
Like, my nigga, if one thing I am in this world is creative. Like, that shit, like, I'm like,
that's what you go to?
Like.
I don't hear that. Like, who says that? He's not even creative.
Oh, the cool. I want to know the background.
Was she one of them, like, instant
for him to even say something?
No. There was a contest, and I won easily.
What contest, nigga?
It was a contest. And I used my...
How recent was this?
Huh?
How recent was this?
It's like a long time
You
ago.
may know. You may know all parties involved.
Is it the carving competition?
I'm trying to get through this story.
This is the carving competition.
Without you losing your shit.
Is it the carving competition?
Nah, fuck, don't answer that nigga. Finish the story.
Finish the carving competition.
I'm trying to...
Bro, I know exactly who you talking about. That nigga a bitch.
Oh, damn. He's not here. So, I gotta know if I need to wash my back out here.
Nah, bro.
What? We just dissed this nigga on wax. So I'm saying, do I need to wash my back out here? Y'all need to tell me what this is, what we done.
But this is the thing. It was like, this nigga was doing this to me, and I felt the way. But like, what am I gonna come to him and say? I felt like it was like gossipy. I felt like it was like high schoolish. And I felt like he was still...
In my head, I was thinking, I'm like, bro, this sounds like somebody. But I'm like, maybe this nigga been in Houston a long time, so he might know somebody else like this.
But the thing is, like, in my mind, I had to decide for myself, was it worth cutting this person off for?
You're not gonna keep sneak this in Houston. I just heard you say all the niggas in Houston is sneaky.
No, that's not what I said. I said he
Pretty
been.
much
I
what
said
you
he
said.
been. I said I know who he talking about. It sounded like
he
somebody.
been out here for a
I
while.
said he been in Houston for a while, so maybe it's somebody else in Houston.
So it's just
like
must
that.
be full of niggas just
Nah,
sneaking.
bro.
Hey,
I love the niggas
hey,
in
you slid
Houston,
Houston
bro.
one more time,
Nah,
bro. I told you
hey,
about
bro, I
bringing this
met
nigga
y'all
on the
niggas in
show. I told you.
Y'all not technically the South, but I mean, hey.
Yeah, dog.
All right, bro.
So I think when push come to shove, now granted, our relationship, our bond was a lot stronger where I didn't want to just throw it away just because. But I think people have to like accept the flaws in people and also know that your expectation for them is not what they advertise to you as. So, like I said, I just had to accept that nigga was on that shit.
Bruh.
You hurt right now.
You shouldn't hold on. Like,
why you hurt this?
Because in my head, I think I know who you talking about.
Uh-huh.
And you can't be talking about that person because I would have never thought y'all niggas was that cool.
We not talking about the same person. We can't be.
Bro, I'm about to text it, bro.
Yeah, I want to know now.
They put that in the group chat.
Just put it on. Light your phone up. Let me see it.
Do I know this person?
We all know this person.
Oh, then I know who it is.
No.
Nah, bro. I know exactly who it is. Damn, I thought you were talking about somebody I didn't know.
Okay.
One of the people.
Come
on now, use your fucking.
It's not that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, damn.
I didn't say.
Oh, hold on. I take that back then.
I'm mad, bro.
I take that back. He not a bitch. That's my nigga. But get the fuck out of here.
But you see.
Whoa. Okay. Now that's interesting.
Okay. Now play it all back in your head. You see this timeline? You see what's going on? Come on.
I want to know.
Use your words.
It's like 12 listeners that said the name already.
Yes, no. You see, you can't say the name though because it's like
the listeners 12. Hey, they already know. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say. I can't say the name. But what I'm saying is like, if you know the situation and me knowing the situation now, this is like by far the wackest thing you would have ever done. Bro, that shit is.
It's crazy.
It's mind-boggling.
Now think about the woman that goes for the dude doing the dirty macking.
Well, not it.
But the thing is,
she definitely was doing that shit on purpose.
Thank you.
She most, now that I know, she most 100%, 110%, 150%.
I was right, and all I had to know if she was a woman.
Come on now. Come on, you know.
But I'm such a real nigga.
My bad.
I never took the bait. I never got into I've never said anything bad about this man ever. Like ever. Even when it came to that girl in a situation, when people ask me about her and the certain dynamics, I don't know, nigga. Ask them. I would never engage.
Wait.
No, you don't know.
Okay.
But you know. If you know, you know.
Do I know?
But you know, you know.
Do I know this person?
You know. You for sure, you know.
But do I know this person? Because you even know if I know.
We gonna talk.
Do you know this person?
I don't know if I know this person.
We all know this person.
So
you for sure know this person, but
all right. So okay, all right. Damn, that's fucked up.
We about to get some calls after this shit, bro.
We
about to get some calls.
fight me.
No, I ain't gonna do that. But
But
it's gonna
no,
be some whole shit though.
but no, like I said, I forgave this person.
Yeah,
But it was like
That's weird, bro.
it is weird.
That's fucking weird. I would have never thought that.
But play it back in your mind now.
But
think about everything I said.
But
Because-
we gotta have this conversation off air. because I'm not like because like what I'm gonna say it's gonna be having this conversation with these people after this shit, right?
I don't care to have a conversation with one person. Not every person.
Male or female?
The female. Why would I talk?
Okay,
to her?
okay. Well, like the issue is that like me understanding the dynamic of this and me seeing it from the outward, like y'all remember Drop Everything and Read? Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. Like when the other person came around, like they was like, them two was cool, but when that other person came around, bro, like that nigga didn't exist.
And see what it was is
it was like Drop Everything, and I'm just chilling with X,
what
Y,
it was
Z.
is it's like we were cool. Me and this other person were cool, and once this other person got involved or came into the situation, it's like, why they so cool? She must be checking for him. I don't check for me. I don't care if she was or she wasn't. Like, I'm good. I am not a threat. Hey, you feeling that situation? I'm gonna help. I'm gonna
facilitate.
I'm gonna pour some gas on this flame. That's my role. But I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? So like you were saying, as far as like being that way, you got to keep in mind that this person has seen me be that way his entire life.
You just let them know who it was, but
whoever's listening, they already knew who it was 4 minutes
But
ago.
I started off the story by saying we freaking swap shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
So, but the moral, or I guess what I'm really trying to get at is
niggas ain't shit.
No, it's not even that. It's like that shit not worth it to me.
It's not.
That shit is not worth it to me. That is my nigga.
Dirty Mackin?
Bruh.
That's my nigga, regardless. And so
I'm hurt.
You know what's crazy?
That might just be how he spit game.
But you know what's crazy?
And I
That's
don't know.
just how I feel.
And I don't know because we never had that
dynamic.
dynamic.
So I think that's just how it is. Because like Lincoln said, if that's how it worked before, then you just keep doing the same thing you already know how to do.
But I also think that, you know what, bro? I know too many parties involved. I'm just gonna step out of this.
Bro, I think you know how you're like forgiving and you don't worry about it. He might still have those feelings of like resentment. Like he would probably do it again.
I don't
think people like that change.
I don't know.
So what's the rules on dirty macking? Is it like
the rule is no rules.
It's like what I'm saying. Like, is it like there's no such like you should never dirty mac?
You're not supposed to.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna say that. What? I'm not gonna say that. I've dirty mac before.
I've dirty mac. You want me to tell you the one time I dirty mac and I got my wife. That's the reason why I'm like. But it's not even really. See, we had that conversation on a different podcast. But
I tell you about bringing this nigga on.
No,
you look like a dirty mac.
No, see, no.
That's why I'm single. I can't bring her around dead.
None of it. See, okay. We supposed to talk about cutting niggas off. So we ain't
we all talk about cutting niggas off. That's exactly
but see,
what
no, straight up. See, what happened was before I met, me and my wife were like, when we was like friends, we were just friends. Like she hit me up on the little college website, right? We was kicking it, right? And so I was.
The college was like a website.
We had like a college. We had a college like little like.
Man,
I ain't gonna say the name. We it was like a college like Facebook, right?
That Northeastern shit.
Like nah, bro. And so like we was
a bio.
Yeah, like it was like, and so I was the only one on there from Maryland, and so she was on there from Maryland too. So she hit me. So we was cool or whatever, right? And so when I first seen her. This is what happened when you got family members listening to this shit.
I'm gonna talk so much shit about your
Hey, she literally just messaged me. Just like on some,
yo, you wildin'.
on some random, you know what I'm saying? But, just like, because we everybody's supposed to be cool.
I don't know who.
You know who that is, bro. You said
somebody talk.
Yeah,
okay, but so
we good.
Somebody talk.
I was cool with this dude, right? And we was just friends, so she was interested in him. So me and her just being friends, right? I was like, all right, she interested in my nigga. Cool. I'm gonna facilitate that, right?
Word.
So
see how dirty his mac is.
Huh? So we was cool, yeah. Like we was laughing.
Let me see if his mac and cheese got the cheese and the breadcrumbs.
So what happened is, right?
See how dirty this shit is.
We friends or whatever, right? She in my room. We like this is when Seriously Funny was out. So she's like we like in my bed, like we watching a movie. And so she's literally between my legs, right? So she's texting. And I see that she like about to leave chilling with me to go chill with him, right? So like, I'm like, I'm tight, right? I'm like,
that nigga got 20-inch TV in his room, right?
Bro, nah, my nigga, I had the big TV, bro.
Bro, this nigga dead.
No, that's this nigga dead. They got the baby TV.
So I'm tight, right? And so I'm like,
you got that baby jaw.
All right, right?
right, we'll see.
And so I'm sitting there, right, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, bro, I've been facilitating the moves for you. Like, you've been in your room bored as fuck. I'm bringing you around. I'm bringing you around people, and you still trying to check for this nigga. But I'm like, all right, bet, right?
And Dez finna get on his dirty Kraft mac and cheese.
I deserve that.
And so I remember she like have a conversation with me about him, and she like this nigga stupid, right? And so I already knew, I already knew he was stupid. But I'm like, hey, that's what you wanted, bro. Like, I'm not. And so then after a while, bro, like, bro, this shit had me tight, bro, because I was like, bro, I fucking like her. And I was like, man, why you still trying to fuck with that nigga? That nigga stupid. You said he was stupid. And
how you gotta, in order for this to make sense, to determine how dirty your Mac is, I need to know how close you and this guy were.
Me and that nigga met like we was like cool for like 2-3 weeks, bro.
That nigga wasn't no friend.
No, I'm saying we was cool, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like,
but you was
cool. She tells me, she still tells me to this day, because I'm like, yo, I'm never dirty Mac, right? And she's like, yes, you did. You dirty Mac to get me. And so she won't let me live that shit down.
Okay, you like dirty Mac,
but he wasn't close.
But you didn't. There was no act of betrayal.
No.
Okay, so
like
you
she
ain't,
said the nigga was stupid, and I was like, yeah, I agree.
You ain't dirty Kraft mac and cheese. But
I didn't do no foul shit like that.
You dirty Mac, but you ain't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't.
Yeah, nah, you ain't go all the way.
You ain't. You know what I'm saying? You
cool. I just had to get just make sure I wasn't in violation.
No, you definitely violated, nigga.
But you not. You like white. You like dirty.
Like I can still be your friend. And
you like. You not. You didn't like easy Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
it's
bro.
you. I mean,
thought I was gonna get out of this one, bro.
Nah, bro. You got the little.
No, I don't think it's that bad. I think I don't think you owe that nigga nothing. So
yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
But I don't think we eating that shit at Thanksgiving.
2 or 3 weeks, you could have robbed the nigga. It'd have been cool. Like literally, not just his bitch. You could have robbed him with a gun. 2 or 3 weeks, nigga. I don't know you.
But like I said, I'm gonna have that conversation with, and it's just so funny how all this shit like manifested. Because I was talking to her recently, and she was telling me shit still that wasn't recent. The conversation was recent, but I can tell the remnants of a conversation I only had with him.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
well, you know why? That's that pillow talking, bro.
Yeah. But why though? Like,
we need some shit to talk about, bro.
I don't do that. And even like when Trinity be hip to certain things, Trinity know like I wash my hands and certain shit. I don't know why or even if I feel like she going a little too left or out of bounds on some shit, I'll be like, hey, why we talking about this? It's just healthy. It's just conducive to positive energy. I may say some bullshit like that.
Nigga, you stopped the argument to say that shit.
But I'm serious. Not an argument, but I'm just saying once I'm like the bumpers like on bowling. Like I just make sure.
Okay. I see what you.
Okay. Hey, what we doing?
Yeah, of course.
Hey, what we
should
doing?
do that with this podcast.
No, never.
That's the complaint I got over the past week.
I don't care, bro. I don't think. I think if people are wired to listen to podcasts and not just us, if they like a podcast listener, they would understand that this is how it go.
Yeah.
Like I challenge anybody who feel that way, have a conversation with anybody for as long as we be on here talking.
And y'all gonna talk about 73 different things.
Yep.
And that's
why I had to explain it. It's not like rehearsed or we didn't. Yeah, we scripted.
We come in with a topic that we want to talk about, but it's still somebody might say some shit, and then it's like, oh, let's take you over there. Yeah. Like dirty macking.
We got to come up.
Just happen to have a dirty Mac.
Hey, listen, bro. I repented, bro. I washed away my sins, bro. This holy water you gave me, bro.
You're right. That nigga never did it again.
That water is holy.
Right. He did it. He
got locked down after that was that one time. He never did it again.
He'll do it again in a heartbeat. Fuck with him.
I've been with her 9 years, bro.
Befriend me for 3 weeks.
With her 9 years.
Ooh, I'll take your. Oh boy.
It was worth the dirty Mac, bro. I'd do it again.
Bro, you ever
get dirty Mac and you get the woman that you're gonna be with forever?
The woman
it's worth it.
All right, it's good. Yeah, I agree. All right, I'm gonna pass the.
Mine's about to be easy, and my family go listen to this show, but fuck it.
Oh shit.
I got.
Oh no, bro. Mine's last time I cut somebody off was my father and my sister.
Damn. They still in Maryland?
Nah, they live in Cleveland.
I got shooters in Cleveland. I'm good.
That boy got the J.R. Smith.
Hey, bro.
Now
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. my dad's side of the family ain't ones to play with. Like
I'm just saying to protect myself. I'm not going to that. I can walk the streets and I'm good.
Right. But so it's the last time was when I graduated with undergrad. Me and my dad has always had a rocky relationship up and down. So he came to visit colleges with me, and then through college, our relationship kind of was just like all over the place until we just wasn't cool. And I remember he was supposed to come to my college graduation, and he was like, "Hey, we gonna rent a van and bring all these people down, right? All my family." Mm-hmm. And so I got my best friend, right? I got my mom and my grandma. So my mom, people from my mom's side of the family, and I got my wife at the time, so her side of the family, because where we was, her family lived there, right? Yeah, stole her. Okay. Dirty Macked her up, right? Yeah, so it was a lot of people,
easy Mac,
right, that I was gonna have to entertain. Yeah. At the end of the day, technically my dad's side of the family was the least responsible for me graduating. So I sent them a message like, "Hey, I appreciate everybody want to come down, but really I don't want them niggas down. I want my brothers and sisters, my uncle who just got out of jail, who had just served 15 years, and him, and my dad, right? That's it. My dad is married. I didn't think that I was going to have to fucking acknowledge, hey, my stepmom. But I was just like, hey.
You thought saying your dad. Pretty
much. I've known her. Yeah. I've literally known my stepmom pretty much my entire life. So it's never been an issue.
Yeah.
Right?
So she got offended.
So I send that message. He don't respond, right? Mm. And so a couple days later, he's like, oh, okay. Right? So I'm like, okay, cool. My dad never shows up for my graduation. Right? Mm. So after that, I'm tweaking. I'm like, bro, fuck this nigga. Like all I asked for, like, I'm not understanding what the issue was, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, he had an issue with me, I guess, quote unquote, not wanting my stepmom to come down. So what he did is he didn't talk to my sisters. My sister feels some type of way thinking I got some issue with their mama. And I'm like, nah, I just told that nigga I didn't want all these other niggas who had no idea what my major was, didn't even know what school I was at, didn't even know, they have never called me while I've been in school, like nothing.
Does that really matter for a graduation?
My nigga, yes, because I had to entertain. You gotta realize I gotta entertain.
Were they staying with you when
they're gonna be staying. They're gonna be staying there. So everybody's gonna come all the way down to Georgia.
Niggas don't
from Ohio, right?
That fake love, like who really wants
so
that
you gonna
shit?
Think my grandma's gonna be there. People that know me know my mom, my grandma. Like, I'll do anything for them. They come before any fucking body. Now my wife, but at that time, my grandmother. But so I was gonna have to entertain them. My homeboy, my best friend, he was there. I'll have to entertain him at some point. Like, just like he gonna want to do something. Like, we gonna want to go out.
Why you so skeptical? That's real.
The thing is, I question who people he called his best friend now. Now that we talk,
bro, that's the nigga my freshman year that was taking me places and shit.
Would you not steal his woman?
No, that's my nigga to this day.
Day one's
like that's still my nigga to this day.
Same thing. That second week.
No. That's my nigga.
So you got potential to be great.
Like, I still can call that nigga no matter what, and I know he'll be there.
I get what he's saying though. When you got a moment that special, you almost feel like that moment belongs to those people who got you there.
Like, I have
Why are you sharing the light with the motherfuckers who not responsible for the shine?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, my graduation just wasn't that exciting to me.
Nobody fuck with you.
It's just like, I don't really care.
But you got to realize, though, that I know my family, right? So I know them niggas coming down, they don't see me. They probably ain't seen me in 5-6 years. So they going to feel like they are entitled to my time. Hey, you see them niggas all the time. What you trying to hang out with them for? And not understanding that them the niggas that was holding me down through this. Mm-hmm. So me understanding that, I said, hey, my brothers and sisters, they gonna understand who I am. They're my siblings. My uncle, he gonna understand me. My dad, hey, you're my dad. So those are the only people I wanted there because those people are easily. I can merge those group of people. My aunts and stuff, my other cousins and shit that I ain't seen in forever. I'm gonna have to entertain them. And
what you mean by entertain?
Like, they're gonna want to be around me.
Not even that. I think
it sound like me talking about having a girlfriend.
No, but I'm saying, if I want to do something with my girl and my homeboy and his girl, right? Then I gotta bring all these other niggas with me because I want to go downtown too. So now it's
with your
20 of
family
us.
those 2 days.
I think
Too many niggas.
But no, I think he's just saying like, why they don't deserve to be in the situation for him having to pick and choose what
basically
gonna be with.
just being honest.
I would have just not. They could have came and I would have just been like, "Yeah, I ain't got no time for you."
No, but the issue. But see, that's the issue, right?
Y'all is trash.
That's the issue.
What's wrong with
That's
y'all?
the issue. And then I feel like a situation would have got to a point where they would have said something to my mom, or they would have said something about my grandmother, or said something like period, and I wouldn't have had that shit. And then now because my two sides of the family don't like each other as it is. So
You're not really supposed to.
I mean, I guess, but like. I'm not trying to deal with that. And like I said, I already didn't fuck with them too heavy anyway. So y'all was the most expendable. If you just being honest as it is.
Jesus.
Nigga.
Have you ever told them this?
My nigga, yeah. Me and my dad have had this conversation. And I've told him, I'm like.
Did you use the word expendable?
I mean, in that moment, they were expendable. If one had to go, my nigga, you gotta go. You're all the ones that had to go. And I wasn't saying that my dad and my siblings were expendable, but my family surrounding them, yes. I'm sorry. I haven't seen y'all 10 plus years.
I guess my family's just different. Like I have family in California and Louisiana. If some of them wanted to come, like it don't matter. We stopping everything we doing and they coming down. We gonna chill with them for however long they here. That's just how my family moves.
No, but if they would have come down, right? Like any other point in time, yeah. But on that day where I know my grandma and my mom want time with me, right? My mother-in-law now wants time with me. She's fucking fed me. Like every day after school, I was going to her house and she was eating. Like
you kind of, I don't know, bro. You pretty much saying you spent all that time with them. It's not.
Like
it sounds like you spent a lot of time with those other people and you had a little time to spare with the family.
No, but
I
I completely understand what he's saying.
my bad.
No, not you.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, no, twist it up just to point it up some.
But you got to realize that I never once told my dad and them that they couldn't come. I would have made time for them. Yeah. But on top of that, you got to think, I got 5 brothers and sisters. Plus my dad, plus my stepmom, plus my uncle. That's 8 people. On top of that, they was going to bring like a van of niggas. It's going to be at least 10 to 15
so
other
like
people.
Other cousins. And...
Yeah, like, bro.
I understand exactly what he's saying. He's saying it in a little bit more harsher way. But I think...
I get the point, but I'm beating you up because it's like, damn, nigga.
No, I understand,
but I get
it's like, damn, your family might have just wanted to be there to see you shine.
Dude.
For a day.
I don't know.
But that shit corny as fuck.
I don't think...
I
don't know.
It is, but it's like, I don't know. It's family. If it's like family.
But see, it's certain. If you just being 100% honest, if this is my mother's side of the family, right? Like my other cousins, bring them. But my dad's side of the family, if we just being honest, has never been the ones that supported me in the way that I felt like I needed. You gotta think they used to beat me up as a kid, to quote unquote make me tough.
Cousins.
They used to call me gay all the time.
Yeah, that's what big cousin do.
No.
Gay. I call my big cousin gay. I called him gay the other day.
Nah, but you gotta realize.
You don't know it.
You gotta realize though, like it was more so like a bullying mentality on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
So as I got older and I matured, I still felt some type of way. So in a moment like that, I'm like, oh man, fuck y'all niggas.
Did they still have that same mentality though? That they would...
No, but because they can't. Because now I'm gonna do something about it.
I think that's just part of like how relationships evolve. Like my cousin, I had the same relationship with my cousins. I fought damn near all my cousins, and we grew up.
But the thing is,
we don't fight.
But that's not the thing. You misconstruing what he's saying for a lack of love. All he's saying is, I love these people more.
I value their time.
Yeah,
more.
I understand that. I was just saying, I guess, just trying to relate my family, bring my family, and how we move into it, and how we would.
But that's just like, let's just say, during childbirth, you have a kid. The hospital is going to tell you, hey, you can only bring 2 people in the room, and we aren't the kid's mother, but it's like known that the 2 most important people, who are they going to be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why would you be getting calls from your uncle, your cousin, your auntie to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be there
to congratulate you?
No, not to congratulate me, but in the room, in the space. Why you gonna no? The kid's parent, the other parent should be there, and whoever the mother chooses. So a lot of times it's her mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So imagine one of my kids or your kid, what if one of them tell you, nah, fam, you can't come in the room?
I have one. Don't say one of them.
I'm talking about one of them sisters, one of her sisters.
Okay.
Throw a name out. I won't call her name.
No, you know.
She Labby. If Labby was like, Lincoln, you stay. That's not her name. Is it her name?
What the fuck kind of name is that? Though?
But hey, her name's Labby today. She say, Lincoln, don't worry about it. Me and my mom are gonna be there with your child's father.
I'd be like, yo,
you're not qualified. This is our moment. This is you're not qualified.
You saying what if they told that?
Yeah, what if she brought that to you?
The sister.
Yeah. Nah. That's not your moment. The moment should be shared with the people that matter the most. So I get where he coming from. He just like on some fuck them niggas shit.
No, I'm not. No. Me and my siblings. I love them. Like I love my nephews. I love my nieces. Like, but at the same time, like they know what's up.
Yeah, but it's all love. It's all love. But it's levels to this shit, bro. Like levels.
For sure.
So don't infringe on the people. You kind of just respect the game.
And I definitely have family members who I cannot talk to for 4 years, right? But when I see them, it's like I seen them yesterday. But them not them niggas. And that's why I said that. If it was them niggas.
So it's a certain group of people.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's not a group of people, bro. It's a tier. It's a tier of fuck with you.
He can name the 10 people that he didn't want there.
Yeah,
but it was more than 10. But I'm just saying, but they all happen to come from that side of the family.
They are they're on that same tier, bro. They're all on the same tier. We're not going to isolate one side of his family. There's just,
I think he already
levels of love.
He's being honest, bro. Like
there's levels of love, and people fall on different spectrums.
Because I got that on both sides.
See, Jason has it on both sides. I only have one side of my family. I just do.
I got a small portion of my dad's family, like 5 or 6 of them.
Jason, bro, what you got, bro?
Man, I ain't never had to cut a nigga off, but I done cut some bitches off.
Women?
It ain't nothing.
No, these was bitches.
No, stop doing that. Stop doing
if
that.
I said that, it would be women. I don't cut women off, but bitches, yes.
Can we come up with another insult for women?
Can we acknowledge? That's what I want to do.
You guys are savages.
That's what I want to do. Can we acknowledge that bitches do exist?
Exactly.
Do they exist?
Yeah, and he know they do. You know some bitches.
Yes, but...
And I'm talking about bitches. I'm not talking about women.
Oh, you're such a bitch. Like, why are you a bitch? Yeah, it's like, I know a few, but can we just come up with like something, like another word?
I think Jason is a man of... I think he chooses his words wisely. I think that's why he doesn't talk as much.
Exactly.
He's calculated.
He says 34 words on here, and 3 of them are
the fact
bitch.
that he said bitch...
It's a flat ass lie.
The fact that he chose that word, I'm going to think that he thought about it for a while.
You're right. I'm
going to roll with him. Fuck it.
You want him to say weak ass hoes?
I'm going to roll with that.
That's how some pimp shit. Weak ass hoes, get on in here. Talking about it's cold. Get the fuck inside. She had some damn drawers on. It wouldn't be cold, bitch. Go.
Hey man, Jason, get in your bag, bro.
Well, the main one.
It's his main bitch.
No, she wasn't my main. She was not my main. We might have been working towards it. I have to say my words wisely on this story.
Hey, make sure you don't get in
just
trouble.
Say that
bro.
shit. This is impromptu.
Basically, I thought we were gonna grow to be more official.
And
but she was just treating me like a trick, and I wasn't having that.
So is that her fault or your fault?
Both.
Nah, nigga, it's your
Because
fault.
I was accepting it. I built that platform. Exactly, I built that platform.
Did you set the standard? You gave her some kind of like false sense of like that's who you were.
But
no, he gave her a check. That's what he gave her.
But not at the same time, because like we was cool. Like we both was really there, and then there's other things that play that I really can't speak about.
Mm-hmm.
So shit started to get rocky, and then she just.
What can you speak upon?
Yeah,
like,
nigga, I want to know.
So, like, did you come in hot? Like, hey, like, here's $100.
See, that's what I want to. That's what I want to know.
No, it was more like, hey, I want to go to this concert. Can you hook me up with like a couple dollars so I go to the concert? Yeah. And
For
then
y'all two.
no, just for her.
Oh,
Her
no.
and who else?
Nobody.
She was going to the
Oh, she was
concert by
going-
herself?
Yes.
Your fault. 100%.
Exactly.
She
But
was-
after
she
that,
wasn't-
after that-
nobody
that
goes to a
was-
concert
but
by
that was
themselves.
the end of it.
Nobody
After
go
that,
to
that's
concert
when I
by
cut her
themselves.
off.
Ever in
themselves.
existence
I
of
ain't
life.
do
Dude,
shit.
one
I
time.
ain't never do shit.
How much
That was
she
the
got you
last
for?
time. I don't remember.
This nigga.
More than 250.
400.
Oh, it was nowhere near that.
Whose
I don't
concert-
spend that
whose
much money on the
concert was
bitch
it?
at all.
Wait, ever, like total, not at one time.
Total, we could say a couple hundred.
Okay.
I
See-
know, cause like at one point, I'm not about to spend no whole bunch of money on no female. Chelsea earned that.
I mean, if you
She-
take it, you
'cause
gotta
even in
take
the
them on a
beginning.
certain amount
But
of
yeah,
dates
the,
before
see, the
you-
thing is, people misconstrue like tricking. For me, is like
I don't think that was tricking. I think
No, it was growing too tricking. I stopped it because I had my eye on that shit.
oh yeah, that nigga. See you had my man's fucked up. You thought he
I
had
see
his
that
eye on that shit.
Nah, tricking is supposed to be like just fast forwarding it. Like, yo, I know it's supposed to take you on dates for like 2 months for me to get there. But yo, if I slide you this 300, can we just fast forward that real quick?
I don't think anybody. The most a woman's got out of me is probably like some dates, some shit. Like when we shared meals together. I've never.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving no.
The
other
only
money.
thing I've ever done in my life, I think I talked about it on another show. I don't know if we said this on air or not.
I think we did.
When I asked the girl what she would have made today. Type shit.
Oh yeah.
I said,
we talked about tricking.
that was all four of us. Yeah,
was it, we said that on air?
Yeah, we was talking about tricking.
That's the most thing I've ever done, and she didn't have a good job. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was more tricking than me. I ain't even go that far. No,
You make
I wasn't paying no
$725 today?
bill.
Shit.
Oh, you working Foot Locker? You only sold 2 pairs of
Man, take this $35.
You're a waitress. You're a waitress. You only make 2. Oh yeah, come on.
hey, what you got, bro?
I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot. I was gonna say something important. It's just we started talking about tricking. It took my mind somewhere else.
So you don't know what you came to get off your chest today?
What you talking about? I told you about who I cut off. You want me to give you another one? All right, I got another one. All right, I have a family member. Grew up together. Used to fight every day for my brothers and uncles. And
And they tried to come to your graduation. Say fuck that.
Hell no. But nah. So he came. For some reason, my mother's like loves to take people in.
I know exactly what you talking about.
Yeah. So he lived with us for a second. I think we were in. I forgot what grade he came in. Shit, I had a lot of people. Another cousin from Cali came over.
We were juniors or seniors.
I think we're juniors or seniors when this happened. We might have been. Oh well, yeah, because freshman year I wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
Bro,
you're
that
right.
was the response. That was the funniest shit ever, bro.
Did I tell you the whole?
Wait, I don't know the situation you about to talk to, but when I think about that person, when he opened the door.
Oh, and okay, we didn't tell that shit. After.
Our listeners are looking like me and Jason, like, what the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. Yeah. I'll get back to my story. Look,
Sorry.
okay, I had
That nigga's a goofy nigga, bro.
That's still my nigga. Shout out to my nigga, bro. With your black ass. So we went. So he grew up together. We fought. We used to wear the same fucking. Well, not same clothes. We used to.
Bro,
match.
this nigga really just trying to steal my story and your story.
married them hoes All I'm waiting for him to be tricking at the same time.
This stuff can be validated, bro. You can call my mama right now. They used to buy us the same clothes, for real.
So you was twinsies with a nigga.
Fuck, I don't even look like him, bro.
They used to call
we
y'all
used
nigga
hang with
Oreo,
the
bro.
That's crazy. How this shit does go full circle. But no, okay. So look, it does have to do with money. Okay, look.
This uninspired ass nigga. Unoriginal.
All
ass.
first
This
verse.
nigga's not
All
creative.
first verse. Okay, so he living with us. His junior year, so I'm in high school. Whatever. I was working. I worked at Spring Creek Barbecue. I saved my money. And I kept my money in my closet. One morning, I was counting my money, put the shit up. I left, came back home. The nigga wasn't there. Check my money. It's like $50 missing or something. So I call a nigga and he gets defensive, like, nah, I didn't do it. I'm like, nigga, you were the only one here. I just counted it this morning. Nobody else is here. So I'm like, he got defensive. Yo, yeah, I'm finna pull up. Okay, nigga, pull up. You know where we live. Come on. Let's talk about it.
Come on. Dinner's almost ready.
And he didn't. I don't know. I think he might have left right after that. I want to say he moved out and ended up coming back. But that shit, I really held that shit against him for like the next 8 years, 7, 8 years. Just because, like, my nigga, we took you in, like, some other shit going on with the family or whatever. Like, I give you whatever. Like, how can you steal from me? Like, how can you do that to somebody?
$50, bro.
I would have gave you $50, my nigga. I know you was finna go buy some weed or something. Here go $50, bro. I know you're not working, bro. And that's why I be like, that's the type of shit that hurts me. That's really shit that like gets you cut off. But since he's family, it's kind of like he's always around. So now, like, I just talked to the nigga. He just called me the other day, and we was just talking for like 10, 15 minutes. Like, I don't really care about it. I didn't care about it then. It was just like, how can you do this to me? Like, it's $50, my nigga. You could have asked. You could have. It'd have been cool if you asked me first and then stole it. At least I tell you, like, nah, nigga, you told me no. So okay, that makes sense. But you know what I'm saying? So, but all that happened, and then after that, I got older, and then it just kind of went away. I didn't care about the shit no more. At the end of the day, it was like, bro, we family. I don't really give a fuck about the $50. You was in a different place, whatever. Probably not, but I don't really care about the shit. So, and that's why I was saying, like, with your whole family thing, I guess my family just moved. I guess we're a little, I don't want to say more forgiving, because it's not about being forgiving, but we like, well, we might have something that we might not like about one another, but we still fuck with each other. It's just like, yo, that's how this nigga is. It's my cousin.
Bro.
It's my
Shit,
family.
bro. I'm sorry. I'm about to tell a story. I'm gonna tell y'all about this story, right?
Get that shit off, because this shit better be good.
This shit is fire.
You finna combine all four stories.
Bro, nah, bro. My mom about to hate me for this shit.
Oh, bro. So the nigga said, fuck that side.
Now we going this.
You do realize we may be the only family you have.
This shows loyalty, bro. So
Shit.
my mom is back in 2007, 2008, right? She's first started flipping houses, right? And she's paying, like, in Cleveland, right? You can get houses super cheap in Cleveland. So she's like paying our family members, hey, flip this house, flip this house, flip this house.
How cheap?
Nigga, hush.
Just answer that real quick.
You can get a cheap, like 25 grand, 30 grand.
Okay, keep going. Hey.
And so she flipping houses, right? And so, how do I? So we have this house, right? And we have family members who need a house to live in. Mm-hmm. So my mom is like, hey, cool, stay here. It's flipped already. This is how much the rent is. It's gonna be far cheaper than any rent you're gonna get going anywhere else, right?
I was a real nigga.
Right. So come to find out, my mom tells me, like, hey, it's 4 grown-ass niggas, grown-ass human beings living in this house.
You told me the story,
yes.
but not
you know what I'm saying?
Grown-ass people living in this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my mom finally comes to tell me, hey, I gotta kick them out because
they ain't paying rent.
They ain't paying rent. Right?
Tell you I got shooters out there.
And so my mom ends up kicking them out or whatever. And then they end up getting a new apartment, which is way more a month, and use her as a reference,
Bro,
to get, because she was the landlord technically. And so they were like, hey, how was their payments?
Trash.
So they didn't pay for a whole year and a half, right? And they was like, hey, we're gonna pay you back.
Damn, why she wait so long to kick them out?
Family.
family.
You said?
Family.
Yeah, you're right.
Year and a half, and I'm leaving certain stuff out, just being respectful. And they were like, hey, we're gonna pay you back, pay you back. It's a lot of money. It's more than 5. You know how much rent is.
Yeah.
So it's enough, right? Enough where anybody would feel it a year and a half of their money, because she has to pay the rent now.
Yeah.
So for me, right, I to this day, I can see them, right? I can see like in the family members who it was like my second parents. Like you couldn't tell me nothing about them, right? And to this day, I can't fuck with them. Like and I was so much like fuck them niggas. Like I was wishing bad upon them. Like I was wishing bad.
That's you evil.
No, I'm not, bro. Because you gotta think this, like this is my mom, and so you have to realize, like I've seen certain things happen to my mom. I've seen like my mom struggle. I've seen her like go through so much shit, and so growing up, it was only me and my mother. So when I see somebody taking advantage of her, and I'm old enough to finally like do something, like I'm plotting.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
for sure.
If I ever go to Cleveland, it's fuck them niggas. I don't give a fuck who y'all is. And I remember like I just seen them like 2 years ago.
What happened?
I was just cold. I was just like,
you got that bread, nigga?
Like, and I remember talking to my cousins who are their kids, and I'm like, yo, and I remember one of my cousins told me, hey, it's just money. And that shit pissed me off to the umpteenth degree. My cousin was older than me, so I'm 27, so he like 30, 34, 33, 34. So at this time, he's probably like my age now, probably like 28, 27. And that shit was one of the most frustrating things, because when you see somebody else go through a situation like that, and that's my mom, and this is
I'm gonna let you finish, but it's a lot of similarities between the next bag I want to get into.
But it's like I said, these people that are blood, and when I mean I'm not even talking about like blood, I'm not talking about like fake blood, like hey, this is my cousin. Yeah, you know what this is. So I think I think family to me is the easiest and hardest to cut off, because they can do the worst shit to you, but they your family. So like you said, like you always got to piece it up with them because they always gonna be around.
Yeah, but shit, when they do something like that, like when they do anything, it just hurt a little more, just because it is family.
And especially for somebody like me, it's a lot of people that are social butterflies, and they go out and make friends with anything and anybody, and they want to be, that way, accepted, and they look forward to that shit. Like that defines them by the amount of people they smile at and shit. I've never been one of those people. I got, a handful of numbers I'm gonna call if shit get real, and those guys are gonna answer. So in order to like get close to me and like really affect me, you probably gonna have to be like related to me. And the people who aren't related to me that are close, they might as well be.
Yeah.
So I started off by saying there was a person that I was gonna call before this show, just in case they heard it, and we can hash things out, because like I said, that shit not worth it to me. I got way too much love for this person to quote unquote cut them off over his chase. At least what I presume to be.
I thought you were about to say something else.
His chase.
I thought you was about to say something else.
No. I'm respectful. I'm respectful. Because like I said, I'm cool with all parties involved. But this other situation,
some good ass water, man.
Your boy, bro.
Not so.
On the cool, I'm gonna need some of that.
My water is over there, and I'm pissed. Like I can't even indulge.
Niggas is ungrateful.
No, I'm like I'm
$5 bottles of water.
That nigga been staring at that.
I'm upset.
My nigga just dehydrated. Look at his skin, ashy. He just dry.
Man, I'm all right. So let me get in this bag, because that nigga Dennis was hitting on a lot of shit, and I was like, all right. So you've heard me say this before for years, since we were fucking kids. You ain't gotta hold me to be a hoe ass nigga. I've always said that shit. The person that I actually have not forgiven, and he actually didn't do shit to me. He did something. He wronged my little brother.
I mean, that's just as bad.
But no.
That's pretty much
the thing is, I was closer to him than my little brother. You follow me?
He was like a brother to you.
I gotta paint this picture. So I was 15 when I started rapping. I didn't have I was probably like 14, 15, too young to get a job. He was old enough to get a job. So he was working. And a lot of stuff that we were doing, man, it's so weird and so complex because like he was the person like funding a lot. Like we took penitentiary chances to like for music shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like we were really out here. It wasn't. It's so weird because he's responsible. He has given me so much, but he had like these huge, crazy flaws that it's just like, what the fuck? So I'll give you one example. I'm gonna say 4 years ago, maybe like 5, 6 years ago. It's longer than that. I move in with my mom. Me and Jamie's mom, we break up. I move in with my mom. I'm like, hey, let me, I'm gonna do it all niggas say when they move back in. Their mom, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna get my shit together, bro. I moved in with. I moved in with my mom on November, the beginning of November. On December 21st or 22nd, house burned down with everything in that bitch. So everybody lost everything. At this time, man, that's it. It was longer than that because I was still working at McDonald's at the time.
Oh yeah, that was a while back.
It was a while back.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I was still working at McDonald's at the time, so this is a long time ago. This is the type of shit that you put in the back of your mind and you like forget it and you don't register until later. He knows our house is burnt down because he's our fucking family. I don't have a car at the time, or do I? No, I don't. I don't have a car at this time, so this is a long time ago. I called him and I was like, hey, the owner of my McDonald's is going to give me some money. So my owner of the McDonald's went to the ATM, got all the money he could withdraw at the time, gave it to me because we just lost everything. He goes to take me to get the money. He drops me back off at home. He calls me later that night and asks me to borrow the money. Not all of it, but just some of it.
What?
At the time, I'm not even, that shit don't even, I give him the money. At the time, I don't really, I bullshit you not. It wasn't until I started to question his character years later that moment began to like speak to me. Mm-hmm. No bullshit.
I think I said this earlier. People show you who they are very, very early on. And people ignore red flags all the time.
But at the same time, like, I felt indebted to him for years. For the amount of shit that we were doing together, he didn't owe me anything. Now, as in hindsight, when I think back, he was trying to get something out of it as well that only I could provide for him. Mm-hmm. But we did a lot together. And he was breaking bread. I want to say that first mixtape I was selling in high school, he pretty much paid for all that shit.
How much was it?
I'm gonna say back of $3,000. Like all the studio sessions at the time, the press up music was way more expensive than it ever should have been. Yeah. And then we took losses. Like we got like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was a couple years older than me, so it was a bunch of niggas that was like straight up taking advantage of us. Like we didn't know what the fuck we doing. Yeah. So niggas was lying to us. Niggas was trying to like scam us. Like he took real losses. So when that shit happened, when he asked me for the money, knowing I didn't have shit in this world, I kind of overlooked it.
Why he's so extra? I didn't have shit in this world.
Cause do you know how crazy that is to watch? Like your house is literally burning like in front of you, and that was like for my mom. My mom paid cash for the house. She like bust her ass. She don't owe nobody nothing, and paid cash for that house. I was just bitch about HOA fees and taxes at this point. But that bitch went up in the flames. And fast forward, there was a situation out unbeknownst to me. my mother was asked for money. My mother was never repaid. Fast forward, unbeknownst to me, he actually asked me. He was like, "Hey man, you know somebody? You know anybody who's trying to do need a side job, a side hustle?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know nobody. Whatever." And he goes and asks my little brother. So he employs my little brother to they doing the ATL TI thing.
Shit.
So they going to clean buildings after hours, this, that, and the third. And I guess one day he just dubs my brother. Don't pay him at all. Don't pay him. It's not a lot of money, maybe back of $500. Could, you know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of money. But like I said, for the amount of shit that we done been through from the age of 15 to grown men, that was my nigga. I hadn't talked to him in upwards 2 years. I seen that nigga at Thanksgiving, I want to say a year ago or 2 years ago, and he shook my hand, and I was like, "What's up?" Didn't speak to him. You talking about? I dare say he was cold with a nigga. I felt like I dead ass, and it was so awkward in there because everybody knew how we got how we were. I'm telling you, this nigga went before a certain situation. I remember that we were under the impression that in order to get good quality of something, we needed to go out west. Not that we not in the fucking west. So that was for you. My nigga he drove. Damn, how long is it to California? A long ass time.
36 hours.
It's a long ass. Drove to California. Got caught at a checkpoint.
Duh, nigga.
But all this shit in the name of, you get what I'm saying? So when you saying people show you the signs, it's for me that shit was so conflicting. And even though he and I were far closer than him and my younger brother, my baby brother, upward, it's not even close. He could very well have been my brother for the relationship that we had. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm surprised Papa didn't do nothing.
But
Papa's bigger than that nigga.
There's a line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? It's just nah, that's not cool. It's not cool. And the amount of money that he owed, I ended up giving Papa that money. I made him work for it. Still, he had to babysit, and he had to stay home with my kid.
That's tough, bro. That's tough, bro. That's not what he do. Nigga that wear do-rags and watch kids.
That nigga watch the shot.
Nigga, yesterday, trick-or-treaters is these two black kids. I looked down at the mailbox. It's the nigga in the do-rag. He looked just like you.
It was him.
I thought it was. I looked down at the kids one time. I was like, nah, but it's only two of them. No, okay. That shit was funny as hell.
You seen my role in Spider-Man, huh?
I didn't even see that shit.
Nah, nigga, you didn't see me in Spider-Man?
Nah, I didn't even see it.
You gotta see the credits. It say Do-Rag Kid 1. That's me.
They always got a do-rag kid. They really do.
No, in Spider-Man, bro, they showed this thing 4 or 5 times. Just in passing. He has no lines.
Are you talking about the newest one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But the nigga has the most important role in all of cinema.
Oh, cool. No, because me and Chelsea, I was like, bro, that's that nigga right there.
No, he just shows up. He's just there. Just the do-rag.
And it just blows the wind.
The flap down.
Man, I always had a flap down.
Because I was like, Chelsea, that's that nigga.
That was me. That's
when we locked the doors, baby.
I held it down. But yeah, I feel like there is nothing that I have to say to that person until either my brothers, both my brothers. There was one time that South by Southwest. South by Southwest. My brother, my middle brother stays out there. He needed a place to stay. So he called my brother. Was like, yeah, I'll give you. My brother said, yeah, I can give you a place to stay. My brother got the red, black, and white, really expensive ones. I don't want to say the bands. What's the most expensive ones you can get?
The band ones.
The band ones? Okay. He borrows my brother's band ones
That's a flagrant foul right there.
My brother, but that's the type of that's how
close y'all was.
Yes.
That nigga was family.
Flagrant foul.
He never gives my brother back his shoes.
Bro.
And not like on some accidental shit. Like he
Oh, never mind. I'm about to say, was this the band ones with the actual X on the back?
I don't remember.
Probably not. Not if they came out when you talking about some.
No, but this is when he borrowed the shoes. This is not when he got the shoes.
Okay.
So I couldn't tell you, but he ain't forgave him at all. So like he's literally pimped my brother. Is to embrace him back or to forgive him or to try to hash that out would be a betrayal of my brothers in a sense. And he was once, I was far closer to him than both of my brothers.
So you got to drop that nigga.
It's not.
Well, he dropped that nigga now.
I
like punch him in the face and make him fall.
But that's the thing.
No, that's for his brothers to do.
But I don't.
Baby brother.
I don't
but
even.
That's for
my
them
brother's
to do,
a grown man.
Exactly. They old enough. They old enough to drop
that's
that
why I
nigga
was like,
themselves.
why he ain't do nothing? He bigger than him.
But my brothers are grown. 1, 2. It's like, is it really? It's hard to like. If I walk out here right now and anybody was to hurt that man, they gonna have a problem with me.
That's anybody in your family.
No, it's just I feel like I don't wish him home. Like they're saying he was wishing niggas home. I don't necessarily wish him home.
Was?
Huh?
They did say that.
But that was big money. That was bigger money though.
I don't care.
No, but the thing,
I don't wish him home anymore. But at that time, I was.
At that time, it was bigger money.
I never wish that nigga home. I feel like he in timeout. Like
those are fighting words, bro. You gonna have to you have to see this nigga again.
No, that nigga, somebody gonna have to scrap that.
He doesn't want to fight me,
bro. You just said come on, bro.
That's not a fight between them two.
You don't say that to me.
That's not a fight for you. That's for your brothers to do.
But see, my brothers don't even feel. I don't know how my middle brother feel because he took his shoes and he kind of like.
Hey, if it's the shoes I'm thinking about, that's $2,000 off rip.
My brother's shoe game, like, that nigga don't have the quantity they used to have because our house burned down. But that nigga got very expensive shoes. So yeah, I feel like I don't know. I honestly, I think if he would have did something to me similar to the situation with the money after the fire, I could have made some excuse as to why I can prolong and forgive and yada yada yada. But my brothers, I just can't do it.
No.
And it's I don't know. I can't. Maybe it's a lot of parallels like the situation with your mom. It's like, nigga, that's my mom. Like y'all ain't gonna fuck her over and think she gonna be sweet with me. That's how I feel. So until I don't know.
You want him to apologize?
You gotta do something.
I don't know. It's up for them to decide to get that peace, you know? And even for the amount of time that it's been without any resolution, I'm growing a deeper resentment.
Yeah, with time it's gonna get worse. Yeah, that shit about to be.
No, it's like I am perfectly okay with not being cool with this person. Mm-hmm. At first it was tough. It was hard for when my phone would ring and I just like dubbed that nigga. But it's like
it's an everyday activity now.
Yeah, now it's just like he don't call me no more. It's like what's understood don't need to be explained. He know what he fucked up. He never tried. He never paid me back fully from the time from the fire. But I don't care. Like the nigga was literally taking penitentiary chances. And then we figured out a better way to do shit. Hallelujah. And then, man, it's so fucking much. It was so fucking much. It was so fucking much that I've been through with this nigga. So I don't wish him no harm. And I still, anybody that ever do him harm will probably have to deal with me in some form of fashion.
Unless it's you that's doing the harm.
I don't have that in my heart for him.
But you still resent him.
It's not like I don't want.
He just don't want to see him.
I'm more so.
He's not gonna run up
I'm like
on him.
hurt by the shit.
Yeah, you haven't forgiven him.
Yeah, it ain't no on site shit, but I'm not cool with you.
I don't like being in that in between because that means it's on site.
But it's not.
No,
on
it don't.
On site is far right is on site.
That sound like the
And far
things that
left
he
is
did
you my nigga
sounds
still.
on site.
In between, he's in between
Why?
where it's like,
No,
bro, I
he
still
said
love
he's
you, but
he's just like, I'm cool with you not being around me.
exactly. Like I love you, but I ain't got time for
I
you.
love you enough not to put my hands on you.
Exactly.
So you rather do that instead of resolving the
Because,
but it's not something for him to resolve.
That's not. If I fight him, that's not.
not resolve? No, I'm not talking about. I was joking with the fight. I'm talking about resolving the issue, talking to him about it, and
But
asking
the
him why.
issue, the issue for me is not to resolve. He wronged my brothers.
He wronged you too.
He need to seek the resolution with my brothers. No, he wronged me for thinking that wronging my brothers was we was gonna be still good. That's where he crossed the line with me. Because if you violate my brothers, you violate me. Now, granted, he may have been thinking he's closer to me than these niggas anyway. He gonna pick my side because that's how close we were. Mm-hmm. And he not wrong about that shit. We were that close. But he wrong was that he was gonna be able to not hold me and not be considered a whole ass nigga. I can see some shit. Like if you motherfucker like you just like stealing, we in the store and you just putting shit in your pocket. Don't think we finna go to my house. Like we not.
You got the most space.
But that shit gets your mind like the gears spinning in a way you don't want them to. Cause now you're like, damn, is a nigga gonna run in my closet and take my $50 too?
Mm-hmm. See how he tied all our
did.
stories in?
I'm good. I'm good.
He did that.
I'm good.
I be.
I
see.
Yeah, that's the craft.
Yeah.
That's the craft.
Take that, Kim.
Guess you really was creative, bro.
That shit hurt me, dog.
This is one of the ones I can't wait till we stop recording.
I'm just giving him everything. Y'all gonna have so many issues.
Nah, that's just and it's because that I take my friendships and my relationships that serious to where you have to be literally that close. You can't.
And that's why
you can't shoot me,
bro.
You gotta stab me.
Shouldn't it hurt a little more? Like I hold you to a higher standard because we're closer. So if you do something, yeah, I'm stabbing you in the stomach.
But that's just because you letting your guard down, and I feel like that's normal. I can't fault you for that. But my thing is, like when you asked me was I gonna have a conversation with that third person, I said no. Why?
Because you want smoke, nigga.
No, I don't. I don't care. I don't. That person did not. They don't owe me nothing. And when you meet people on a certain level, and like I was saying with these different experiences, like I noticed with that person, she met me on a certain level, and every time she was exposed to a different level of me, it was like met with like, who this nigga think he is? Every single time. And I don't know if that was a product of what she was being fed.
Or maybe it's because you're arrogant.
No. No, it's just like if you meet a nigga in a peon state, I'm the peon, I'm the bottom of the totem. I walk into a situation, I'm like, why is everybody fucking with him? Why everybody gravitate towards him? Why everybody pouring into this nigga? Yeah. Boom. It's like now, not only do I come in in a level that you aspire to be, I'm embracing that role. And so now you get to see like, oh, this persona that he is, this thing, he ain't even just that. He that nigga in real life too. We cool. We cool. Everything good. And I say, hey man, we doing a party. It's another thing, another one of the things I got back. And this is what I'm saying. I don't know if it was like coincidence, like if she was just talking in passing or not.
You gotta have it. Don't have this conversation on here, bro.
What? Nah, say that shit.
Don't have this conversation. Don't have the conversation. I thought she was about to. I think you about to have.
Nah,
no, it's just no. So it's just like, oh, you coming to the party? Yeah, what you want me to bring? Do this. And I give you this crazy number, and you like, ain't that people coming to your house? You telling me that I'm not capable because of throwing like this. No, my party is gonna be exactly what I'm telling you it is. And then they two laughing about that shit. Like, oh, there's no way.
One of them know though.
But I don't know. So if I tell you 100 folks gonna be there, and you're like, maybe 20 or 30.
Damn.
and then 100 people show up.
150.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and so for me, it's like it's a constant thing. Like it was constant. But the thing is, she met me at one level. So she was looking to see me at one level at all times. And sometimes you outgrow people on certain shit. At certain times, people outgrow you on certain shit. But you have to be smart enough to realize that you didn't meet this person. Y'all are operating on two different frequencies now. So it's up to you to decide, are you gonna cut this person off? Are you gonna adjust y'all relationship, accept them for who they are? Like a lot of that comes into a play. Like if you know a nigga who
you burnt that relationship, bro.
Huh?
You burnt this relationship, bro.
No,
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Is this shit done?
it's not.
I don't feel like
We didn't say names, bro.
bro, but I can dig even deeper and keep going.
But my nigga, I'm telling you, I'm gonna receive a phone call.
That's even if they
My nigga,
listen to, they don't even.
Oh, they probably don't even listen. They don't fuck with you.
I wouldn't be surprised.
we had this conversation after.
They listen because both of them is on here.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't.
Well, it's not mine.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either, nigga.
Oh,
But I think a lot of this shit, like, people don't talk about it. Like, people don't resolve the issue. I think a lot of times they just let it be what it is and then just keep moving.
I even told her, I was like, oh, I appreciate you, because we were having a conversation like the one I said we were having recently. I was like, I learned something about myself, because in that moment I was not upset with her at all, because we were having lunch and I was telling her like, I'm not really feeling this shit, like the work shit, and she is thinking that it's because I'm not at my old situation. I'm like, nah, even when I was there, I had a 3 to 5 year plan to get out that motherfucker and start to do what I wanted to do for myself, whether it be in whatever industry, whatever. And I was explaining this to her, and she was asking me questions that were filled with doubt. That, like, I don't know if she was like challenging me to see if I had my shit together, or if it was angled in who you think you is. A lot of energy that I've gotten from them be who you think you is.
That boy said, I'm not losing my friend.
Nah, my nigga, it's no, but it's like, this not my beef. It's not a beef, but it's not.
I don't have any beef.
You in this shit now.
Okay, so
nigga,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think it's the issue is that when you ain't seen shit, you can't imagine shit.
Okay.
Like, right? Perfect example, right? Me and you had a conversation 2 weeks ago when I told you where I wanted to move to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said you couldn't fathom how the fuck I would want to leave a situation to move to a different situation, right? I asked you, had you ever been to a simple place, right?
Yeah.
You told me no. So for me, I'm like, bruh, like, what's the one thing I told you? I said, hey, when you go there, you gonna fucking understand.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I'm like, I've been to a certain place. So I'm like, this shit is nice. For you like, bruh, this is where you from. You can't imagine somebody ever doing that. So for them, they can't imagine not working. For them, they can imagine not having a plan to put them in a certain situation, because that's all they know.
Yeah.
So the difference though is that you will be willing to go and seek that. They're not willing to seek the plan that you're trying to do. They're not willing to seek the hey, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 forever.
I don't even think it's just that. I think there's an inability to accept that I am more than they thought I was what they bet me.
But I think the reason why people can't accept that is because that's not who they are.
I think that there's a lot of truth to that.
Like you can't
like real talk, because you've experienced me. How many times are you like, oh shit, that nigga's not? It is like, oh shit, that nigga's not.
Yeah, I mean, like,
oh shit, that nigga.
When you said you wanted to start the podcast, right?
But I'm sorry, even before then.
But I think it's a lot. I think that's what a lot of people though. I think a lot of people have the ability to see more people. So when you first came in, right, I thought you was okay. This is such and such homeboy,
bro. You can talk about your cousins. Y'all niggas tried to play me like I was gay too because the way it was. I started in the middle.
What's wrong with being gay, bro?
No, bro. This nigga would. He would do like, and he don't do it no more, which is weird.
I do. You ain't seen me cold as fuck no more.
Bro, he would just be like, I can't even remember. It was like this.
Okay, so where
he'd be at work like this.
No,
he'd be like, what
I hold my hands like this.
Just like this.
I wish the camera was still rolling. But
your bossy having ass.
Where
on the cool.
And
we need a camera for this.
I will hold my hands like this.
I do not blame y'all niggas.
You can't put your hands like that and flood at the same time.
You can't
do both of them, my nigga.
Bro.
Bro.
So no.
No, tell him.
I forgot about that shit.
Tell the story.
So no, what happened was at the time we was highly like sensitized to it because we just had an employee at the time who was gay, right? So they were like, "Hey, be sensitive of your words. Make sure you don't say certain things." So then this nigga come in, right?
You thought that was talking about him?
No, it was right after, right? And he would just be at his desk like this, right?
This nigga still okay.
But he would come in walking like.
What you talking about? Yes, bro. You walk in like the nigga.
Yeah, he like, yeah, what's up? He like, what's up? Nigga, right? And so I didn't think nothing of it.
You still not painting a picture.
And then them niggas would come in and they be like, yeah. We think that nigga gay. And I was like, why? Right? And they like, you see how that nigga be crossing his hands? And then I remember like immediately after we had the conversation, this nigga comes in walking like that. And I die laughing.
Oh, okay. Let's
put that nigga eyebrows. I know
Picture him walking in like a grandma.
Okay, now it's time
he
to
like
paint.
walking like Gundam style, bro.
Hey, I would. Damn, I'm at the video off. Okay. Okay. So let's paint the picture. I started with this company late December, early January. It's cold as fuck. This company only allowed you to wear the company jacket. I did not have a fucking company jacket. All I had was the starter shirt they gave me with a short sleeve collar shirt, and that's all I fucking had.
We understand how the weather works.
In the middle of the fucking winter, I was cold as fuck. And so I would hold my hands up to my chest together. Like, I was cold.
Bro,
I was cold.
We gotta just take a picture and put it on the YouTube video.
And them niggas misconstrued and niggas shivering for a nigga have
twerking and this shit. This nigga twerking sitting down.
I was cold. They misconstrued a nigga shivering for a nigga having sugar in his tank. That's different.
Shit. I would have did the same thing if I ain't know a nigga and the nigga walk in the room looking like that. I
walk in here like that, bro.
I forgot about that shit, bro.
But I say that to just to.
Didn't we ask you, bro?
Nah.
Nobody
ever asked me. Nobody was like...
I could have sworn somebody asked you.
One day, I was like, damn, this nigga's a lot cooler than we ever thought. And then y'all told me that shit.
I was like, oh, well, we used to think you was gay.
That's exactly what happened.
I was like, yo, I used you in an argument the other day. I told him, yo, I got a gay friend at work. That's my nigga, bro. That's my homie.
That's exactly what happened. Them niggas was like, damn, this nigga actually cool than a motherfucker. And the nigga told me that shit.
Bro. Yeah, bro. I used to think he was gay.
And so for you to, for the amount of layers of the onions of me that you pull back, most people is only one or two.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I give you that one, bro. That was funny as fuck.
Like, think about from with the spectrum to where we at now.
Yeah, bro. You went from this is such and such, this CP homeboy, to this nigga gay, to this nigga cool. To like he a little creator nigga. So he really cool. He really serious about his shit.
To like he may be that
he know a lot of motherfuckers.
Like, so for me, it's like I don't know what people. I don't know. But I can't fault nobody for that. For me being throwing all these different frequencies and shit at somebody, or and forcing them to accept me at all these different I won't say versions of myself, but just you get what I'm saying.
So you accept that about, like, you're not gonna change it? You still gonna stand like a gay T-Rex?
Hey, if
Yo,
I'm
I would have got. Well, it's more like a raptor because his arms is a little bit longer.
It is.
I don't think a T-Rex
the gay T-Rex.
Yeah, it is.
Yo.
If he crosses arms, like
Bro,
this,
I remember working at my last place, not the last, but before, and the district manager came in and told me, he was like, "Hey, I don't want to see none of this shit on the camera tonight," and he starts walking like I walk in a circle around me. But I be cold, nigga. Like,
Bro, you gotta find a different way to be cold.
and I couldn't wear a jacket in there either. See, the
gain
problem,
some weight, nigga. What the fuck you gonna do?
the problem ain't me, bro. The problem is niggas don't be letting me have long sleeves, bro.
Yeah, I would see if you could like pull your arms in your shirt like a nigga. I'd rather you do that.
But I don't.
That's, I mean, cool. Man. Niggas gay, they gay.
Comfortable with your sexuality.
Yeah, bro. I don't be tripping, bro. I'm comfortable with the nigga my mama raised, bro. I walk weird when I'm cold, bro.
Niggas walk weird. Never mind.
And I'm cold a lot. That's cool. Well,
I feel like in 10 episodes we're gonna revisit that conversation.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to.
What conversation?
I'm cold a lot. All right, bro.
Man, I'm a
tropical
descent, bro. It's not meant for me to be.
Oh, homosexual.
Wait, what? Oh, hey, no, that's funny.
That's real.
That's funny.
Somebody laugh. Somebody laugh. I did a visual there.
Because the Caribbean niggas don't play that shit.
They don't play that game.
And they don't eat pussy.
I'm glad you caught that,
bro. But no, it's because, bro, if they knew, if they thought the nigga was gay,
I heard the bomb your shit. They probably set the house on fire.
They saw this nigga walking.
He's a bummer clock.
Bro, they saw this nigga walking. This nigga was walking to the mailbox. They was like, what the fuck?
Damn, it was in the winter when my shit was playing. My own people. It be your own niggas.
It be your own people.
It be your own niggas, man. Let me find out oh my gosh. Damn. All in all, y'all have anything else?
No,
I'm dying to get my water.
Please drink your water, people. You're supposed to be drinking half your body weight in ounces every day. Hydrate yourself. Make your skin look nice. Keep your digestive system clean, you know. Take care of your body.
Is that the only thing water do?
No, it make it pee clear.
Okay.
It helps with it kind of helps with ED a little bit. I saw some improvement. Look, no, I went on like a 3-day water fast. I do three or four at a time sometimes. And that third day, I was like, yo, what you doing, nigga? What you got going, bro? And it's for real. Just hydrate yourself. You don't know what it change a lot. You feel less cramps, less pains in your body. You know what I mean? And pay attention to red flags. Jesus.
And
I'm talking about the bloods in your neighborhood.
And
pay attention to them too, though.
But the thing is,
they're good people. They're there for the community.
Exactly. That's why you pay attention to them. Make sure they're safe.
I want to talk about gangs right now because I really feel like
we're not getting into that. Too.
I want to.
I have a lot to say about that.
There's untapped potential, bro. There's so much untapped potential.
Yeah, no, we'll say that.
We're getting into gangs.
Bring a guest in for that and everything.
But
OG in
yeah, I think for me, I want everybody to. The takeaway would be when you should have to cutting somebody off should not be the first thing that you resort to. You have to realize you have to weigh your options and just accept people. Like if you had a friend that y'all go party every day or that's your clubbing partner, that's cool. He's your clubbing partner. If you try to make your clubbing partner your gym partner, that shit may not work.
For sure.
The nigga may come to the gym with the hangover.
Stop expecting best friend tendencies from your clubbing partner.
Yeah. And that is it.
Yeah.
And be, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And Read the signs, bro. Dez, what you got, bro? You got anything? Dez checked out. Jez don't want me.
No, bro, I'm good.
I had fire for you today too. I had a couple jokes throughout the.
I had fire for you.
Yeah,
but
you get it later.
Some fair to us.
I didn't even know. I would have had some fire if I had known. I didn't even know.
Bro.
You didn't know? He told us.
All right, whatever.
Cool.
We ain't talk about it.
I got a lot going on. I forget shit fast.
We understand. You a wild nigga.
I'm not a wild nigga.
Bro,
Nah, we are. Hey, we know.
We know
about you,
wild
nigga. You don't get dressed for no reason, nigga. Anybody that dedicated.
Y'all can write them fire jokes down. Just wait till after.
That is what I'm saying. I'm holding.
That gives me time to get my shit ready.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all just listen to the OETKB podcast where we old enough to know better and young enough. We don't give a fuck.
It's me.
Yeah, no, it does.
It's me.